Welcome to this week's episode of News of the North. It's April 17th, 2018, and I'm your host, Paul Filio, here with my co-host, Antoine Bergeron. Hey, buddy, how you doing this week?
Pretty good, you?
Hanging in there. Trying to make sure I don't get strep throat like my wife. The rampant diseases in my household are wearing me down.
Yeah, that's not stopping.
It's almost comical at this point.
Yeah.
Almost. So little short list this week. Only 10 items. So I guess we will go right to it. First up this week, in the new releases, is North Star military figures, plastic elves for Oathmark.
Yeah, so in their line of new art plastic figures, they are now 2D elves. So for their original release, their launch deal, they're doing like they did with the Goblin, the Dwarf, and other of their minis. So for each box you buy, well, they have multiple deals on the website, but in the end, each box you buy gives you some extra miniatures from their Heroes set. Those are metal. So if you get the single box, you get one. If you get the army box, you get a whole bunch of them. So lots of stuff. They are generic elves, the plastic ones, so they could fit almost anywhere. That's the joy of the Oathmark art plastic stuff.
Yeah, they look a little bit like classical, like Warhammer Fantasy high elves.
Mm-hmm. A mix of Warhammer Fantasy and Tolkien, I would say.
Yeah, well, let's face it, Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, it's really inspired, for sure.
Yeah, they're nice figures in that old hammer kind of way. And super affordable.
Yep.
30 multi-part plastic models for £25.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a good deal. Plastic miniatures, I won't lie. Yeah, and those are available now, right?
They are a launch deal, and they are getting available when? Sorry.
Well, you can add them to the cart right now. It doesn't say anything about...
Yeah, so I think the launch deal, they are available. And
yep.
The deal will just be available for a little while, and
limited
after that
time.
You get just the box.
Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, next up, CMON Miniatures, Minotaure.
Yeah, so their Minotaure is their Chaos section, so it's more of a Chaos Minotaur than just a Minotaur. Works because it got a bunch of skulls and spikes everywhere, also get a lot of armor for a Minotaur. So, like everything CMON Miniatures does, the sculpting is cool. It's one of their models that's a bit... hard to read when you look the painted version. We had that same comment about, I think, the giant they did. It was too colorful.
And it is big.
Yeah.
I have a scale photo next to a 20. Like, at first I just thought it was whatever. Then I the scale shot, I'm like, holy jeebus.
Yeah,
that's huge.
95 meter tall. It's a 50 meter base, not 40. So that's like a Minotaur hero.
Yeah. And it is really quite nice. The colors are very vibrant, like you said. And, I think it just kinda, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah. I hadn't seen the scale shot. Now I said, he's really big.
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's really strange. They obviously went NMM and it's well executed. But I find it doesn't read to me as NMM. It just reads to me as a bunch of bright colors.
Yeah. Almost like a comic style.
Yeah, kinda. But very cool. And he's only €20.
Yeah. That's a steal.
I realize €20 is still a fair amount of money for a miniature, but he's not very miniature. Let's put it that way.
No. That's bigger than a lot of the eye scale or bust that we share here.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's that's a big arse model.
Yeah, and more
super
mass.
Cool looking.
So,
yep. Awesome. All right, next up, TTCombat, new destroyers for Dropfleet Commander.
That is pretty much all. So you are getting, there are 4 new releases, so it's a destroyer box for each of the 4 factions, so UCM, PHR, Scourge, and Sholtari. Most of them comes with multiple variants in them. So, like, for example, the UCM destroyers, you can make up to 3 models in them, the Vancouver class, Havana class, and Kiev. However, one of those, the Kiev, use more parts, so instead of doing 3 models, you can only do 2 when you buy the box. And they have the experimental rules available under each of their page. In the case of the UCM, it comes with like ship parts, the big wings, I could say, and the Kiev used 3 instead of 2. So
yeah, I really love the way the Kiev looks. I love the way the UCM ships look in this game. You know, I have a full fleet for this. I should probably try it at some point.
I thought you had tried it. Yeah,
no,
it's not the case yet. Okay.
No, every time it's never really worked out, and to be honest, I don't know where the special bases are at this point. I know where the models are, but the rest of the accessories are floating around somewhere. I don't know, the place where that would have been played kind of closed before we could actually ever play it. So,
yeah,
never really quite got anywhere with it. Maybe someday. Do we have pricing on that?
Yes, each of their bucks.
Oh, 25
those
pounds.
bucks are
Right.
£25. Yeah,
right. Which for three models isn't horrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's next? Unreleased Miniatures. Hafling Ladies with Bows. Oh my.
Yeah, so it's a small set of 4 Hafling Ladies. They are coming cast in metal. So when you go to the page, you're gonna see the original sculpts there. But the casting is done in metal, and I quite like them. The detail level is pretty good for the size, and they're not cartoony. They're not Game Workshop.
They're not heroic scale.
Yeah, they're not heroic at all. So they're nice. Yeah. It's a small set, not too doesn't cost too much. Like just under £14 for 4 models.
Cheap.
Yep.
Oh. Just trying to figure out where it ships from. Because nothing mentioned for shipping. I'm assuming shipping's on top. Probably shipping from the UK since it's in pounds. So to Canada it should be fairly cheap. Alright. Who is next?
I think they're in Poland, though. Or the sculptor is Polish, maybe?
They're sneaky.
Yeah, Polish.
Sneaky Poles. Using pounds try to throw me off their trail.
Euros is available in the the menu also.
Fair enough. Alright. Anyway, next up, Micro Art Studio, Captain Frederik Olafsson and Deng for Wolsung.
Yeah, so we don't talk about Wolsung that often, but those 2 models are pretty cool. So it's 2 new models for 2 different factions. Captain Frederik Olafsson, which has a flaming knife, a flaming sword.
I was going to say it's pretty big for a knife.
It's not a knife. It's a sword. So he works for Ashen Oak, the Ashen Oak Club, and Deng, which looks like an alchemist with all kinds of potions. Or magical lanterns, maybe. She works for the Triad of Lotus Dragon. So.
Yeah, I'm going to go with magical lanterns. Or incense or something.
Yeah. I really like the 2 models. The only thing I find not sad, that's too much of a word. Well, the pictures are small.
I was actually going to say the same thing. The The website photographs are ridiculously tiny, so unless you click on them and try to see a bigger shot,
and even the big shot
is not great.
Is not great. That's the size I would assume you would see on the page straight.
Yeah, so we should tag them, as we always do, and hopefully they'll see that and maybe adjust it.
Hopefully.
It's a shame. It doesn't do their miniature any good.
No. Because the miniatures are nice, and the paint jobs are nice, too.
Yeah, no, they're extremely well sculpted.
Like, I don't know if you've looked at the Captain Frederik Olafsson, but the back view with her flame and the...
Yeah, and the little backpack
USL
with
on his backpack. Yeah. It looks nice.
How can you say you don't... I do read what you send me, Antoine, right? I don't just do this off the cuff.
I know, but I don't know if you looked at the other pictures.
I spend at least 3 seconds looking at everything.
Sure.
The sad part is, I was double checking while we were talking. There are other models on their website also have tiny pictures, so it's like
it's all of them.
That's too bad. It'd make it easier to sell if they had better photographs. Or larger photographs, I think. Alright. Well, that finishes all of the regular new releases, and that takes us to Kickstarter and crowdfunding. And first up is an oldie but a goodie. MidKnight Heroes Super Chibi Round 4.
So, Round 4 gets you 3 new characters. So, you couldn't go with the same number twice to make it easy. So, it's for 3 minis, I'm just looking for the names. And I can't find them back. Anyway, you get a small dwarf berserker.
Who looks awesome.
A Kitsune. Probably Kitsune thief.
Who also looks awesome, yeah.
And what looks like
ninja.
a thief with a skull mask.
Oh, I think that's a ninja.
Oh,
it's got 2 swords on the back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the hood. So.
Yeah. I think these things look amazing.
Yeah.
I want all the chibis, Antoine.
Mm-hmm.
Help me get all the chibis. Oh, there's an orc riding a wolf.
Yeah, because they are unlocking because they have funded. It's a Kickstarter, so they are in the stretch goal alley now.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, the wolf should have unlocked. He just hasn't updated, I guess. Since actually, I can't tell if that's 3,700 or 3,100.
I can't tell either.
That's
37. Because there's a one higher.
Okay, so he's almost unlocked.
Yeah,
but I. So, need some more chibis, Antoine? We can combine safe shipping. Wink, wink.
I got some of them from the first Kickstarter ran, if I remember correctly. Phew. And the sculpting just is getting better and better.
Yeah, I like the tech ninja thing too. He's got in the Mega Pledge. There's a cool
on the model from the
Yujing looking. Yeah. Any idea who the blindfolded model with the guns is?
It's Takata. It's the one that will be unlocked at the next threshold. There is a bust of that model that is unlocked. Okay,
because I actually have a 3D printed version of a model of that guy that someone else did. And I have no idea who the character is. I just printed it to do a test.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw this one, that's the same pose, same guy. What is this? So I knew I did. It was like an actual thing. But yeah, some awesome stuff here. Do we have pricing? Well, of course we have pricing. It's Kickstarter. So
and it's cheap.
$20 US gets 3 minis and all unlocked stretch goals. Psh, how do you go wrong? And you can add previous models for $5.
Yeah, and right now that's already 5 minis for $20.
Yeah, good deal. And then shipping is paid afterwards, USPS first class, which means it's going to be fairly cheap anyway.
Yes.
Compared to Canadian Postal.
And less import fees than any of the other courier. So thank you for using ESPS.
Exactly. Much appreciated. All right. So his Kickstarter was originally looking for $900 US. a very reasonable amount. He's currently at $3,277 US with 10 days left to go. So this Kickstarter will fully fund on Friday, April 27th, 2018. Do we have a delivery day? I mean, sure it's in there. I just didn't notice it. October 2018. Sweet. All right. Next up, CMON, Zombicide, Invader.
So this is Zombicide in space.
This is like what, the 36th version of Zombicide or something from CMON?
Yeah,
37?
something like that.
I've lost count.
Me too. Same basic premise. You are playing a cooperative board game. You are trying to hunt zombies, but this time it's space zombies.
The worst kind.
Yeah.
Again, components look amazing. Models look amazing. It's Zombicide. You know, they've kind of got it down to a science.
Oh, yes.
It does look cool. You know,
we mentioned zombies.
Yeah.
This time there's alien, the Xenos. Not zombies. Plays the same.
Oh, it's aliens?
Yeah.
Are they alien zombies?
Maybe.
Wasn't there, yeah, maybe. Wasn't there orc zombies in one of the previous versions? Like Black Plague or something?
Black Plague, yeah, the fantasy version.
Yeah. Which apparently gets rave reviews.
Yes, it's supposed to be one of the best variant of it.
So, anyway, this, oh look, it fully funded. What a shock. I suppose I should go over the pledge levels. Core box is $100 US. Pretty standard. Bunch of bonuses at $150 US.
You get the expansion.
Yeah, and the exclusive stuff. So, very cool. They were looking for $250,000. They're currently at $1.3 million.
Barely scraping by.
Yeah, they might make it. 16 days left to go, you know, the lower 10,000 backers. So this Kickstarter will fully fund on Thursday, May 3rd, 2018. You know, it's a shame that CMON hasn't figured out a way to actually market these things without doing a Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? Sorry. I'm so jaded. I'm sorry, CMON. Okay, I'm only kind of sorry. Anyway, next up, Anvil Industry, Daughters of the Burning Rose.
So this is what you would expect for Sister of Battles Parsies.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you use them like that? How? I mean, okay, I can't even lie about it. No. They're very blatant about it.
They call them gothic medieval warrior women, but in space.
Yeah. And they basically look like sisters. There's very few things that to differentiate them from a GW model in terms of style.
Yeah, they are more medieval looking armor. That's for sure. Less Space Marine armor. More medieval looking. More gothic.
That helmet they have looks very much like one of the helmets the sisters wear.
Yeah.
Except it's.
But it's more the suit of armor.
Yeah.
Look more medieval, but
yeah, and there's no fleur-de-lis all over them.
Yeah.
Technically they could though, because that's not a trademark symbol, right?
No, but that's been done by other companies too, like I think Raging Heroes are using the fleur-de-lis too. So
you can be, well, who cares?
Yeah.
You want your copies looking like someone else's copies? Come on. Or your counthouse looking like someone else's. But you can be damn sure that when GW releases their own plastics, there won't be a fleur-de-lis in sight. I'm sure it'll be some sort of trademarkable, like copyrightable something.
New symbol for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but I do like the aesthetic. Like, I like the guns. You know, you can clearly tell the thing that looks like a bolter is a bolter, but it also looks like an old school rifle because of the way it's made. You know,
even though it
looks like a Melta, like
all look like almost sci-fi medieval.
Yeah, I think they cleverly, that was a new word. They were very clever about how they designed it so that people wouldn't be confused about what they're wielding as weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're
think
40K...
of the old 80s or 70s cartoons, like E-Man, or there was one with Robin Hood in space.
Oh, good. Yes, Rocket Robin Hood.
Yeah, it makes me think of that.
Yeah. Do you know what? Apparently, a lot of people want Sisters of Battle in plastic. So what do we have here? Basically, the pledge levels are you pledge money and then you buy value equal to what you pledge. And the more you pledge, you do get freebies. Free exclusive Inquisitor, free specialist weapon upgrade pack,
bonus
free accessory sprue, and then bonus credits and stuff as you go up. Yeah. So it starts at £40, and the highest pledge level I think is £250. All right, and they were looking for £15,000. They're currently at £27,370. Like I said, a lot of people want Plastic Sisters and can't wait a year. So there's 16 days left to go. This Kickstarter should fully fund on Thursday, May 3rd, 2018. Next up, Bob Naismith Miniatures, Overrunners, 28mm heroic sci-fi resin figures and vehicles.
The title is long and explains it pretty much. The style of figure is more near future than others we might see.
Elysian drop troops?
Yeah, kind of look like that maybe. Also have the vehicle for it. The bikes, I don't think are in use.
No, but I think that bike looks cool.
The bike looks really cool, so it could be used for other games probably. There's a bunch of generic sci-fi games, so those could be used for it. The one version and the two rider version too.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's pretty
I like the
priced.
look of them, really.
They have a pledge level. First off, the models are awesome. The infantry models are awesome. The vehicles look great. The is it the Taurox? Is that what it's called? The Elysian one? Yeah. Oh no, the Taurox is the other one. What's the Elysian thing called? Do you remember? The
I
Jeep?
don't remember.
Anyway, the Jeep looks awesome. The jet bike I think looks really, really cool. Pledge levels are starting at what? £6. So you can £6. You buy 1 to 4 figs, £6 each. Then the 2-man bike is £20. And then I think as an add-on, it's £18 for the 2-man bike. So a bit of a price break there. They are really, really cool. And anyway, the pledge levels go up from there. The more you pledge, the more you get, obviously. Lots of neat stuff. And they were looking for £3,500, and they're currently at £5,142. So they fully funded, with 28 days left to go. So this should go pretty far, I think. I don't think it'll be a Zombicide 1.7 million, but I think you'll get a lot of stuff. This Kickstarter should fully fund on Tuesday, May 15th, 2018. And that takes us to the last of this week's Kickstarter campaigns, which is Grimforge Miniatures, Spoils of Kadath Miniatures game. So
this is either 1 versus 1 or a cooperative dungeon crawl game set in a Lovecraftian underworld city. They have 5 factions available, each coming with their 4 to 5 miniatures each. I think, 4 to 5 miniatures each. You can play them either like that, by playing in skirmish style on 3x3, or use tiles to go exploring and killing creatures and horrors.
Yeah, it's a neat concept. I like the fact that it's a multi-mode play. It's a tough space. Like we were talking about before we recorded the cast, that it's that whole cooperative dungeon crawl game space is pretty full now.
Yes.
So it's tough to get interest, I think, doing another one like that. So you need to have something that differentiates you. And the fact that you can use the miniatures as a standalone miniature war game, like a skirmish game, is a cool idea. And, the miniatures look really nice. I think you've definitely got some good value. Pledge level... What's the one... It's not very expensive. Trying to find. I mean, there's the pledges start at €13, which gives you the rulebook and PDF rules.
Yeah, the basic one I would say is the €40 one.
Yeah,
you get
that's
5
exactly
models
for 5
your
models.
guild, their cards, and the PDF.
Yeah.
After that, it goes up. You can get the monsters, horrors, dungeon tiles. It just goes up.
You name it, they give it to you. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I think it's a cool idea. And it's Cthulhu-verse, so how do you go wrong? Nothing says love like Cthulhu.
There's love in Lovecraft.
I was just gonna show me on the Cthulhu doll where the tentacle touched you. Now the problem is I think they're gonna have a hard time. They want €14,000, and they're currently only at €1,243. They do have 22 days left to go. 21 by the time this airs. So I wish them best of luck. Assuming they hit their goal, they will fully fund on Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. And that is that, Antoine. We've made it through another list.
Yes.
That you painstakingly compiled.
It's not that bad.
I don't know. I saw some of the stuff we cut. It seemed pretty painful. Anyway, as always, thanks very much for doing this, Antoine. Thank you, folks who listen to this, for listening. And I guess I'll see you next week.
Bye, geeks.
Thanks for listening to Geeks of the North. If you want to contact us, you can email us at geeksofthenorth@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/geeksofthenorth, or follow us on Twitter at Geeks of the North. You can follow me, Paul, at PRFilio, Antoine at Eltonio Berg, Steve at B_Steve, and if you really feel the need, I guess you can follow Yom. He's at Yomasta. Breaks and outro music by Ladrav. You can listen to them at ladrav.bandcamp.com. See you next time, geeks.
Thank you for checking out United Geeks Network family member. If you enjoyed it and are looking for other online media with a geek culture slant, head over to UnitedGeeksNetwork.com, where you will find Who, What, Why, a game design podcast. A podcast that talks about the ins and outs of game design with game designers. The United Geeks Network. You can broadcast your geekiness at UnitedGeeksNetwork.com.